Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 coming at you with another video. So I've made a few videos on The Last of Us. So if you've watched any of those, you'd know that I am not a big fan of the series. I don't absolutely hate it. I've only ever played the first one, and my general thoughts on it is I played the first one. I thought, hey, that was an okay game. Never want to play it again. I was really not impressed with The Last of Us. I didn't think it was anything too special. I think it was a very well-made game, had an okay story, but it didn't, grab me like apparently it grabbed everybody else. So it's just one of those games where, I just don't have any strong feelings towards, don't like very much. It's just a game, in my opinion. But, recently I have heard, it's been going around that The Last of Us Part 3 has actually been canceled. I don't know the exact confirmation. I don't know if it's like a rumor going around, but apparently Neil Druckmann, the creator, the director of The Last of Us, basically came out and I think said that Last of Us 3 is canceled or they don't want to make it anymore or something along those lines. And it's I'm completely fine with it, whatever. It doesn't affect me too much. But what I do want to do is, knowing that the story of The Last of Us Part 2 was very controversial, a lot of people didn't like it, I want to give my rewrites of how I would do a sequel to The Last of Us. Trying my best to kind of keep in the revenge story that they were trying to go with the second game. I want to take this video and talk about what I would have done for a sequel to The Last of Us that I think people would actually like. Or the majority of people would like and wouldn't have as much of a problem with it than they did the actual Last of Us Part 2. So basically, what I would do with The Last of Us Part 2 is, instead of having, and also spoilers if you've never played it, I haven't played it either, but I know what happens in the story. I watched a Let's Play of it. But other than that, spoiler alerts here. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, don't watch this video. Or just click off right now. Remember to leave a like before you click off, though. And comment and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. But before you do that, how I would have changed it, instead of having Abby just fucking take that golf club and just whack Joel to death with it in the beginning of the game, I would have changed a few things. And basically, what I would have had done would be, at the end of The Last of Us, have Joel save Ellie, but then have, at some point between The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2, have Joel and Ellie sit down and have a conversation and come to the conclusion that, have Joel be honest and just be like, hey, listen, the reason why you're immune to Ellie is because of something in your brain that makes you immune to the spores so you don't change. You could be the cure that saves humanity. That thing in your brain could save humanity. And could be the cure to getting rid of the fucking spore plague that turned everybody into zombies. That's you. That it's in you. Stuff like that. Have Joel actually be honest with Ellie. Tell her exactly what happened. And then come to the conclusion of, listen, Ellie, because there's really no time limit, so just have Ellie just be like, listen, let me live out my life to a certain age, maybe 50s or whatever, and then when I die, take that thing out of my brain to make the cure. So with that being said, if that's the decision they made, have them go to that compound neighborhood community that they go, that starts in the beginning of The Last of Us Part 2. And have it where people, it might be a secret where they're not telling people that Ellie is the cure, but have the people that run that place know that Ellie is the cure. Have them keep it a secret, but also have them have the medical station, have a surgeon there, have all the equipment that they need for when Ellie does die, that they can take that thing out of her brain to make the cure for it. Have that all there done, and have them have the whole situation of Ellie's gonna live out her life. When she passes, then we'll use her body to make the cure. Because again, there's really no time limit. The worlds have been fucked for decades at this point. There's no reason why you can't wait a few more like years for Ellie to live out her life, then make the cure. So have it where they all have that understanding. Now have it where Abby's group find out this information, still want to kill Joel, but know that Ellie has like the cure in her and whatever, and have it be their plan for revenge is they somehow find Joel and infect him with the spore virus. So there you create a time limit. So Joel doesn't die right away, he gets infected, and have it be like a slow infection too, where they did something to the spores that it takes more time for it to happen. Because again, if Abby's group knows that like Ellie's the actual cure for all this shit, then they wouldn't be inclined to kill her, and they do want to like have Joel suffer and get revenge for killing Abby's dad in The Last of Us Part 1. So I think getting him infected with like a slow-acting spore virus would be really interesting, and it would add stakes and a time limit to the game. Then have it where they take Joel, he's sick, he can't go on, have Ellie get really pissed off at Abby's group for infecting him, and then have that be the reason why Ellie goes out on her revenge tour to kill Abby. That would make way more sense, and it would bring like more tension to it, because have it be where like Ellie's just like, listen, have it be where it's like she knows like, okay, you can kill me to save Joel, because like I would have to die so they could get the thing out of my brain to make the cure in order to save Joel, but before that I want to kill Abby. So have it be like there's a time limit where like there's like a race against the clock where Ellie wants to kill Abby and kill her before that so she can go back, and then have that be the last thing she does before she dies, then save Joel with it. So have it be like an artificial time limit. And it would be like it would be a more respectable way, in my opinion, for Joel to go out, kind of getting infected, having there be like a little bit of hope if Ellie can get back in time. And it brings back like a really hard choice of who's gonna live, Ellie or Joel. Because in that scenario, it's just like, it has to be one or the other. Because it's like, you can't get the cure for the spore disease without killing Ellie. And if you don't kill Ellie, Joel's gonna get infected, turn, and die. So again, it brings like huge like stakes to it, and it makes it way more personable. And again, if I was personally making the game, I would do it where there would be like a speed run, where if you beat the game normally, it actually ends up Joel getting infected and dying and Ellie lives on. That'll be like the canon ending. But if you speed run the game and beat it in a certain amount of time, you could actually save Joel, I think would be really cool. And then I'd even put in like a third bonus ending scenario where instead of like Ellie going on the revenge tour, she finds out Joel gets infected. She immediately like kills herself so Joel can get a cure for it, and then have a separate story mode where you play as Joel after Ellie died to save him on a fucking revenge tour to kill Abby. So you play as like old man Joel, like just with nothing to fucking lose other than he just wants Abby dead. I think that would have made so much better for a game, and that would be such a cool alternative mode. Very similar to like Resident Evil 4 when you unlock like Ada's campaign. Just have that, but be like an alternate story mode where you play as like Joel getting revenge on Abby. It would be so good. People would fucking love it. But that's pretty much all I have to say on it. That's how I would have rewrote The Last of Us Part 2. I think people would have liked that story more. I think you give more respect to Joel in that scenario rather than just having him die to some fucking stupid box-looking freak with a golf club. Like, it's just so fucking stupid how that game goes. And again, I think this rewrite of it would have made for a better game and have more tension, more conflict, stuff like that. So, anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on Last of Us Part 2. Sad to hear The Last of Us Part 3 is canceled. Again, I don't really care about it. So, it's not a game that affects me that much. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the rewrite I would have done for The Last of Us Part 2. Other than that, guys, I'm Shin0525. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.